Hey guys, this is Christian, and today we got the Volkswagen Jetta GLI Autobahn 2021 edition. And yeah, getting into some of the specs on this, MSRP on this is about $32,345. This also has a 2-liter inline 4 with a turbo, and this gets about like 228 horsepower, 258.1 torque. Yeah, it's kind of funny, on the website it says 258.1, very specific on that. But yeah, this gets 0 to 60 in about 5.6 seconds, and then this weighs about like 3,300 pounds, right under that. And this gets about 24 to 33 mpg, so it's pretty decently fuel efficient, and it has decent power as well too. And Autobahn comes with some nice upgrades. But yeah, starting with the exterior right away, we have the pure gray black, as they call it. It's actually pure gray, the entire color, but they call it pure gray black because it comes with a black package. And that black package kind of comes with the black mirror caps, the 18-inch black wheels that we'll get to, and then a black spoiler in the back, of course, once we get there too. But yeah, starting here on the side, we got the black mirror caps here, and kind of cool and all that. It just gives a little bit more contrast. And then we got the GLA badging here with red accent and a little bit of chrome too. And then right below that, we got the 18-inch 5-spoke twin spoke wheels. Look really nice again. Look a little better than the standard ones, and I kind of just like it. It actually fits the car and all that. And then it also has the red brake calipers in the front and also on the back side as well too. And then moving on to the front side, we have the black honeycomb with a red accent front bumper. Adds a nice touch to the front, more sporty and all that, again being the Autobahn edition, but even the regular one also has a red accent. You got the Volkswagen logo, and then for the headlights, they're LED headlights with projector, and then there's also LED daytime running lights. And then I do want to mention, there is a fake vent up here, but honestly it does add a really nice, just more sporty touch to the front. So getting onto the back, we got the LED tail lights here, and then right above that we got the black spoiler that I mentioned again, that comes with a black package. And then all the way at the bottom, you got the diffuser there, and it kind of comes with the dual chrome exhaust tips as well too. And then to open up the trunk, you could simply just click up here, basically where it's hidden. You might not be able to see it, or you could use it with a key as well too. And here on the key, as you can see, we have a couple of buttons. At the top we have the lock, the unlock, kind of have the trunk button to release it, and the 2 there with the little circle kind of just shows that you could turn on the engine, so it has a remote start. And then on the back side, you kind of just have the little Volkswagen logo, kind of cool and all that. And then you do have a panic button on the right side as well too, just to mention that. And if you want to open up the trunk real quick, just click here, kind of lights up the LEDs, opens up, and then you have about 14.1 cubic feet of space. Pretty roomy. It's kind of just standard size for about like this size sedan. Again, being a small size sedan, it's kind of like in between the Corolla and the Civic. And then opening up down here, so you lift the carpet up, 2 carpets actually. There is also a spare down here in case you need it too. And then to close the trunk, unfortunately there isn't any automatic control, so if you do gotta close it, simply have to grab it up here. But actually gotta do a quick trunk challenge for you guys. So again, we got 14.1 cubic feet of space back here. It's a little tight again compared to, if you see the previous video, the Escalade, that was tons of space, but again, this is kind of just standard size. And then here I want to just mention, there's kind of like a little black protector plate, so you don't scuff up your paint whenever you're putting your bags or anything like that. So here on the driver's side door, so I actually want to show all the way down here actually. It's kind of interesting, there's actually some texture down here, which is very different. I haven't actually seen that in other cars, but there's probably a good reason for it. You want to comment down below, kind of just let me know, or I'll probably just throw it here on the screen if you want to. But besides that, this car also has a remote keyless entry, so the key is actually in my pocket, and just to open up the door, you simply just pop your hand in here, kind of touch sensitive, and you probably heard that little lock noise. Opens it up real quick, and then here you kind of just have your standard window controls here and all that. And then right above that, you kind of have like this trim here that we'll see more inside. Looks kind of like carbon fiber, but it's probably just more like just a plastic trim, but it adds a little nice like sporty touch to that. You got your door handle over here, which is kind of, I just like how these like look and all that. Kind of reminds me of the Lexus one. But going on down here, kind of just have some cubby space, and then you kind of have like these slits here. Kind of just adds a little bit more of a nicer look instead of just a plain plastic look. And then going on here to the side, you kind of just have your seat controls, and you also have your lumbar support. And if you pan up a little bit, you can also save your settings in case you want to like adjust it for yourself, your significant other, or a friend, or whoever else is driving this car often. And then I want to mention just real quick while we're here, kind of just see that nice red contrast stitching that we have. But at this point, let me just enter the car at this point. As usual, kind of just want to give you that smooth kind of just entrance. So here we got the Volkswagen steering wheel, the red contrast stitching, just same with the seating. And then you also have your Volkswagen logo here. You got the little GLI logo here, and you probably see the little plastic thing here. And then here on the center, you also have like this nice grooves, which I don't know, I kind of just like how it looks in nice little geometric shapes. Here on the left side, kind of have all your cruise controls, and then on the right side, you kind of just have more of your usual audio controls, or if you want to talk to your car and all that. And then I do want to mention just real quick, I actually mentioned most of the controls are on the right, but you actually have your volume controls here on the bottom. And then here behind the steering wheel, you actually have what they call Volkswagen Digital Cockpit, which is basically just like a nice screen that kind of just like shows all your layout. You can actually adjust what you have on the left and right side. So here on the digital cockpit, I want to just show that you can actually adjust what you have here on the center screen here, and then on the right side as well. So right now I have it on the assistant systems, and if I scroll down, you can actually change it. So I change this to travel time, and you can see it here on the left side, or you could also go between distance, or your economy, which I already have on the right side, or you could also just mess it with it on the right side here too. And it kind of just like lets you modify all this real quick and all that, which is kind of cool. So here on the center, we also have the 8-inch touchscreen. I wanted to mention this little blue thing, this little blue label. You actually take it off. It's kind of this screen protector. It's actually my friend's new car, and I don't want to peel it for him. I'll let him enjoy that. But you can have all your apps here and all that. Again, 8-inch touchscreen, your navigation and all that. You have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay Wireless, which you can also configure. You do have 2 manual controls here for your volume and kind of your tune things. And this also has kind of like the hand controls as you see here, which kind of just like lets you play with it and all that. And then going on down here, kind of have just again 2 AC ports, and then you might not be able to see it right now, but there's also like some red like lighting back here, which you can also modify to 10 different colors. So right below the 2 AC vents, you kind of have your AC controls here, which is the cool thing on this Autobahn. It actually has ventilated seats, so you can actually set that for you and your passenger, so 3 different levels. And you can also have heated seats as well too, which is really cool and all that. And let me just turn that off real quick. You also have your AC on. Right now, as you can see, they're both off, but I quickly just want to turn it on real quick. And you can also just set your temperature and all that, and it kind of just shows it as you scroll through it. Right now they're on sync, but you can also just completely take them out of sync, and then you also have them like in dual climate controls. So right below the AC controls, you also have wireless charging. So just gonna pop this iPhone 12 down here, and it should start charging in a bit. But while we wait, there it is charging actually. And then you also have 2 USB-C ports in case you want to charge up a phone or anything you want to charge up real quick. Right behind that, we have a 12-volt port here. And then here, we have a couple buttons we're missing, but we do have the traction control off button here. And then on the left side here, have 3 more buttons. You have your parking brake. You also have your kind of like the start on and off thing, which is kind of when you're at a red light and it just turns off the engine. And then you also have your driver's modes here. And then here in the center, of course, kind of have, again, the red stitching leather, which is kind of for the Prindle and all that. And then here on the center, kind of have this, so you can probably pop some things here, maybe a key, or I just want to show an iPhone 12 doesn't, even a regular iPhone 12 doesn't fit, so even the bigger iPhones will definitely not fit here. But you can probably just put it here or just have it charging and all that. And here, kind of just the 2 cup holders and all that. And then here again, I want to just show that you also have like some space here. You can actually just pop some things here, kind of have some storage for some coins or maybe some things you quickly want access to, or just remove this and you have like all that space down there. And then besides that, you also have a 1 quick USB-C port in case you want to use one more here as well too. One thing I actually forgot to mention, you also do have your panoramic roof up here. It's a manual control, so if you want to open and close it, you kind of just have to like lift this and just bring it forward, or just bring it backwards in case you want to open it real quick. So now stepping inside to the back, gonna step in here, sit it comfortably now, and you can see my knee room is actually not, it's okay. Again, it's a small size SUV. There are some other ones that are a little bigger, but it's fine for me. I'm seated quite comfortably. And then my headroom is okay. Nothing crazy, but I'm seated quite nicely. Here in the center, you actually have no AC vent, unfortunately. It looks like this is exactly where they would put the AC vent, but you actually don't get one or any ports or anything back here. So if you need to charge your phone, you're probably gonna have to like have the cable all the way from the front going all the way back here. One thing I do want to mention, you also have a little bit of storage here in case you want to store something here behind the passenger seat, but you don't have one on the driver's side seat, which is a little odd that car companies do that. But you do have this little armrest here in the center that you can like plop down, and it gives you 2 cup holders here, and it kind of just like a little nice thing. There is no ski pass, it's more of a 60-40 split. So getting onto the driver's side portion of the view, the car just rides smoothly. Again, it's just like a standard car. It drives nicely. Again, that 228 horsepower, 258.1 torque is not bad either. It gets you around pretty quickly. It's pretty torquey even on the low RPMs, or if you want, you do have the paddle shifter, so you can go into that and go a little bit more aggressively. Comfort all the ride, it's not bad. It's comfortable. The seats are nice. These leather seats are, even if you don't get the leather ones, they're probably going to be not bad either. Again, with the Autobahn edition, just comes standard with the leather ones. As for the sound system of this car, so it comes with the Beats audio. As you can see, the little B logo here. It's pretty standard, nothing crazy, honestly. I wish it was a little stronger, but it does the job. As for the safety system standard on this car, it's kind of just has like the front collision avoidance. It does also have like the blind spot assist and all that. There's a lot more. There's probably too many to list. If you guys want me to list them out in the future, let me know. As for my review on the Volkswagen Jetta GLI Autobahn 2021 edition, again, it's a pretty cool car. It's your standard kind of like small size SUV. It comes with some nice like bells and whistles and all that for the price and all that. Good space on the front, the back's decent, and then your trunk space again, 14.1 cubic feet of space. You have your panoramic sunroof, and then again, you do have your nice ventilated and heated seats, which again, I kind of just love the ventilated seats here. Really nice feature to have. But besides that, it's a great car. Nice little trim here in the front, the red accents and all that, and I do like that. Alright guys, that concludes the review for the Volkswagen Jetta GLI Autobahn Edition 2021. I hope you guys enjoyed the video again. If you guys didn't like and subscribe, I think we're about like 859 subscribers as I checked like a minute ago, and I keep seeing that up. So again, thank you again for each one of you guys that are commenting or giving me any feedback or any mistakes I make. I did make one real quick on the Escalade, but again, thank you for all the feedback and the help with all that. And again, till next time.